Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? We back with another one.
Yeah.
We've been rolling. We are back with another one. What's going on, everybody? Hey, look, before we get started, uh, y'all know this is my colleague right here, my
Yes.
ace coon boom. Eagles in the building.
Yes, I am.
And that's right. And look, if you haven't gone over there and subscribed to Kitchen Table Talk,
Yes.
that's another channel that me and Eagle do together. And we touch on just different stuff. Um, we're gonna have some celebrity gossip, all that different kind of stuff. We're gonna be doing reaction videos, just
Yeah.
different things. And so go on over there and subscribe so you won't miss out.
That's right.
Um, like, share, and subscribe here. Hit that like button for us and all that good stuff. So every time we go live, make sure that bell says all so you will get what?
Notified.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Listen, happy Sunday again to all. Listen, we're going to talk about something tonight called being authentic. Oh, what y'all know about that? What y'all know
All
about that?
right now.
Authentic.
Being
Mm-mm.
authentic.
Whoa, let me wet my whistle on that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Being authentic. Mm-mm-mm. Listen,
Wow.
I want to talk about this tonight. We want to talk about this because it runs deep. It really do. And what I see a lot of, I'm going to use something for an example. Okay, we're
All
going to
right.
use Monique for an example. Okay,
All
and I'm
right.
using her for an example because it's things that go on with her that that has a lot to do with what we're talking about. Okay, now Monique has been in, getting into it with a lot of people. Her and her husband, who's her manager, they have been getting into it with a lot of different situations. But one thing I can say about her that nobody acknowledges is that she's been straightforward and her story never changes. And most of the time, Monique come with
Yes.
receipts. Okay. And nobody gives her that prop. Nobody gives her props for that. Everybody's dogging her. Oh, she just done lost her career. Oh, Sydney is the problem. Sydney is the problem. How the fuck Sydney the problem? Because he's staying by his woman? I have
Mm.
never seen Sydney go against her. I always see him staying with her. See, that's some stuff that some people don't know nothing about. They don't know nothing about that. You having a husband or your man, your boo or boyfriend, whatever you call it. But they supposed to stand with you, not against you.
That's right.
They supposed to have your back. And some people don't know nothing about that. And I see a lot of comments, man, where people be going in on her. That's Sydney in the way. He's the problem. No, that's what the industry say, that her husband
Right.
is the problem. That's what they say. See, some of y'all don't think for yourself. You run with what you hear somebody say. You don't break the situation down and look at it and use your own brain. Because if you did, you would see a lot of things that
Yes.
is being said to make them look bad. It's not the truth. It's just being said to make them look bad. And so I wanted to talk about being authentic, the things that come against you from being authentic. When you
Right.
be authentic, when you know how to be authentic and be yourself, people get mad with you because of that. It brings jealousy, it brings envy. Yeah, it does. It does. Because some people get mad because they can't do it. They get mad because they see somebody else that can do it. Instead of
That's right.
saying, damn, let me figure out how they can do this. How did they get to that point where so they comfortable in their skin and they just know how to be authentic, just be their self, right?
Right.
Instead of asking the questions that you need to ask so you can find out, a lot of you don't ask no questions and you don't want to find out. You just like the fact of running with the rhetoric that you hear because it feels good to your ears. It
Right.
feels good to your ears to knock somebody down, and talk bad about them. That feels good to you.
Yeah. Along with
Because again,
assumptions.
exactly. Exactly. And you know what they say about that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
When when you assume shit, a lot of times you end up making an ass out yourself as well as everybody else.
That's right.
But that's what some people do. That's what some people do. Because they don't, they don't know how to just be themselves. And like I said earlier, a lot of people is just broken and damaged.
That's
So
right.
when they hear people talking bad about somebody, it feels good to their ears. It feels good to
Yes.
their ears because that's
Yes.
how they feeling on the inside. So what do? They take it and they run with it. They run with it.
That's right.
And for some reason, during this day and time, the negativity outshines the positive.
Come on now. That's the truth.
The negativity outshines the positive for some reason. And I still say it comes from where it's a lot of people that's hurt, damaged, broken for whatever the reason, some things that done happen in their life, whatever the reason is. And instead of them going and try to heal and get better,
That's right.
they take and push what they feeling out into the atmosphere onto other people.
Yes.
And then what happens is you end up meeting up with some more people that's hurt and broken and damaged.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all all come together and you spew what you feeling on your inner self, you spew that out into the atmosphere.
Right.
And when you hear people bad mouthing people, talking bad about them and stuff, it feels good to your ears.
Come on.
That kind of stuff feels good to you. Let me pitch in. Let me jump on the bandwagon.
Right.
That's bad. That's bad.
It
That
is.
is bad. It really is. It's bad.
It's a shame that we
Bad
have
looking,
more.
bad smelling. It's just bad all the way around.
Right. It's a shame that we have more followers than leaders.
Oh yes.
When do we become a leader? Why do we have to follow a lie and then jump on to the bandwagon? Are we that insecure ourselves and weak? When do we stand up and be a man or be a woman that has a mind of their own and to think with that mind? I don't get it.
Hmm.
Mike, back
First,
to you.
okay. First of all, we gotta start. We gotta heal first. See, we gotta heal. It's no self-love there. When it's no self-love there, you can't expect for people to love other people when they don't have it for themselves.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? That's hard to do. How you gonna love you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how you gonna expect for somebody that don't love their self to love other people?
Right.
It's impossible.
That's
So
right.
first we gotta start with healing. Healing, good people. Healing.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who need to heal. I don't know what you're waiting for, but heal. You need to heal. And stop
That's it.
pushing that rhetoric, that hateful stuff out into the atmosphere on other people.
That's
And
right.
even the people that claim that they so positive and they so peaceful, but every time you look up, they around people who doing the opposite of what they saying they are.
Yes.
That don't make sense to me. If you're supposed to be positive and peaceful, why are you somewhere in the midst of a bunch of chaos and confusion?
Come on.
Come on. It doesn't make sense to me. You can't ride the fence. You can't ride both sides of the fence.
That's right.
That's right. It doesn't work like that. And if you're riding both sides of the fence, that's because you fighting within yourself. It's something going on that's got you fighting within yourself. And
Come on.
you straggling the fence. There's something going on with you. You need to recognize what it is and deal with it.
That's right.
So that's right. Back to this being authentic. I just wonder how many people do you think know how to do that? Just be authentic, be themselves.
Not many.
Not many. That's what I say too. When you sit back and you observe and you see the things that go on, how do they? I wonder how people are. A lot of people that you see, they not able to do that. Real life. I'm talking about in real life and on social media. Okay,
Right.
a lot of people that I see in real life and on social media, they not being themselves.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They not being authentic and they not being themselves.
That's right.
That's right. And when you can't do that, automatically it makes you think, what are they hiding? What kind of person are they really?
Come on.
Come on.
That's
what are
right.
they hiding? And what kind of person? Who are they for real? When you see people and they not being authentic.
That's right.
Because you should listen, at some point in your life, you should want to be who you really are. You should want to be yourself.
Yes.
Yes. And the things that you don't like about yourself, then you change them.
Come on, change.
But for some reason, right. But for some reason, some people get scared of that word called change.
Yes.
Yes. Because it's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good.
That's right.
That's right. It doesn't feel good at all. But guess what? At the end of the day, you're going to love it. If you go ahead and do the changes that you need to make, that you want to make for yourself, you're going to feel so good at the end of the day. When you see the light at the end of that tunnel, you're going to feel so good.
That's right.
But it's not going to happen unless you put your best foot forward and you step out there and make it happen.
Come on.
Come on. Some of you are addicted to the chaos and the confusion. And it starts with inside of you. Everything starts with you. Your inner self is a reflection of who you are.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. It is. It's who you are. Your inner self is who you are. Okay?
That's right.
That's right. When you done had when you traumatized and stuff and it had things that done happened to you, it causes you to be somebody that you really not, because you want to feel better.
Right.
Right. You don't want to feel that stuff that you've been feeling for so long because you've been traumatized or whatever has happened to you happened. You tired of feeling those voids. So you start making, putting on masks and making yourself to be something that you're not.
That's right.
That's right. because it makes you feel better. The most important thing is to learn how to be yourself. Be who you really are.
Come on.
And the sad part about it is that when people see people who are authentic and be themselves, for some reason it bothers them.
Yes.
It bothers them. They got something bad to say about them or something. All because that person is comfortable in their skin and they be who they are. They just be their self. They being authentic. And for some reason, some people, I'm not gonna say for some reason, we know what the reason is. But it's a lot of people like that. It's a lot of people that'll come after you that have jealousy towards you and stuff because you just be yourself. You just know how to be yourself, and they don't like it because they haven't got there yet.
Yes.
So it bothers them. It bothers them that they don't get it. They can't do it, but you're doing it.
Yes.
And instead of them asking, let me reach out to him or her and ask them, how did they get there?
That's right.
They just so authentic. Let me ask them about that because I need to know. Yeah. And I know some people, some people don't get offended just by hearing people talk about stuff like this. They get offended or they get annoyed,
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay too. That's okay too. Because
Absolutely.
the people, we are after the people who really want to help, who really want to make change, who really want to figure out, how to be themselves and be comfortable in their own skin.
That's right.
And we know that's not going. It's a lot of people that don't fit that.
Right.
We already know that. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop doing what we're doing.
That's right.
We're going to keep doing what we're doing because we are reaching people.
Yes, absolutely.
We are reaching people and things is happening. So we're not going to stop because we got some haters. Well, I'm not going to call them haters. I'm going to say because we got some people that's dealing with issues, where they are broken and damaged. So they can't really relate. And that's okay, boo. That's okay, boo-boo.
Absolutely.
You can still come in and listen because something might just rub off on you one day.
There it is.
Something may just rub off on you. So come on in. We're going to let you come on in and talk your shit.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. But as long as you're sitting there listening, we're going to let you listen.
That's it.
Because something may just rub off on you one day. You may just have a rude awakening sitting right in my chat. It can happen. Don't get it twisted and messed up. It can happen.
So true.
So true. So I don't believe in trying to, throw people away and stuff like that. That's not the answer.
That's right.
I'm gonna call things out. What I do is I get on here and I talk about it.
Right.
I ain't trying to, I don't try to bash people and stuff because, like I say, I'm not perfect.
That's
but
right.
I want I want people to, how can I put it? I want people to wake up.
Right.
Wake up.
Right.
Stop being in denial. Get the help that you need so you can be better people.
That's it.
Get the help that you need so you can be better people. You know what I mean? You want to be the best version of yourself. You deserve that.
Yes.
You deserve to be the best version of yourself.
That's right. And it, like you said, it begins with you. It begins with you changing your mindset and the way you see yourself. As Iyanla would say, you got to do the work and stand in your truth.
Come on now.
If you
Come
cannot
on now.
stand in your truth, then what are you going to do? Truth is a hard pill to swallow. Going back to Michael Jackson's song, "The Man in the Mirror." He's not talking to nobody else but the man in the mirror. So that
that's
means
him.
that's right. That means we got to get up in the mirror and talk to the man or the woman in the mirror. Examine ourselves. Look beyond this reflection and look deeper and find the issue. Once you find those issues and the truth begin to surface, you can then begin to uproot those things. And your freedom and your healing and your deliverance will take place. And you will feel the heavy weight of all of that you had been carrying so long over the years fall off. Mike, it's yours.
That's true. That is so true. You know what? And a lot of us got to get to that place of acceptance.
Right.
You know, acceptance. Because a lot of people don't want to accept their self, you know, because they're not the person who they want to be. So they don't want to accept their self. And that's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay that you're not where you want to be. That doesn't make you a bad person. Okay. But to stay there and be bad to other people because you're not where you want to be, then that's a problem.
Come on now, tell it.
That's a problem. That's not right. But you can come on in and figure this thing out. Like we all had to do. I had to do it. It's other people that had to do it too. We had to figure it out. Somebody helped us figure it out. And now I want to help you figure it out. You know what I mean? We want to help y'all figure it out. We all had to have somebody that came in to help us out. But don't stay there. You know what I mean? Right. Don't stay there being miserable. Because that's what you're doing to yourself. You're being miserable.
Yes.
You got to do better. You got to want it. You can't just, you can't just say, you can't just say, I lost my thought, y'all. I'm sorry. You can't just say that you want it, but then you don't want to do the work. You know, you don't want to do the work that you need to do for you to get there. It don't work like that. You gotta put in the work. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You gotta put in the work. Right. You can't just say you want it and don't do no work.
That's right.
Make that change. It's never too late. I don't care if you're 50. If you're not comfortable in your own skin and you don't know how to just be you can get help too. It's the help is out here.
Yes.
You know? But I don't like it when when I see people going after somebody because they being their authentic self. You know, going after them and bashing them and stuff because you're not where you want to be.
Right.
Right. And people have gave Monique a hard time. Her own people have rolled her back.
Yes.
Worse than anybody. Yes.
That's so true.
That's so true. You know? Yeah. They done gave her a hard way to go. It's sad. It really saddens me to see that. Yeah. Everybody was bashing her and stuff. Somebody did a documentary, and I looked in the chat, in the comments, and you ain't see too many people that had something
positive.
You ain't see too many people. You ain't see too many people that had, something positive to say. Everybody found something wrong with her, and everybody's like, oh, Sydney. Sydney is the problem. Sydney is the problem. I said, these people talk like they damn fools. That's her husband. That's not somebody right. That she just met. That's not a boyfriend. That's her husband. Been her husband for a long time.
Right.
A long time. Right. And he's always there with her. I just couldn't believe the rhetoric.
Right.
That you hear people say.
You dealing with two strong people.
That you hear. Huh?
You're dealing with two strong people that folks don't know how to handle that or deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was done.
And so many people try to break that down when you see two strong people together standing for something instead of falling for anything. Because that's what you see when you look at Monique and Sydney.
Yes.
Anybody that got sense, anybody that got their mind together and think for themselves, that's what you see.
That's right.
But that's what you see. When you look at them two people, they don't allow people to just treat them any kind of way.
That's right.
Just like with the Netflix thing. And they was talking about it. Yes. They was talking about that and talking about she need to stop it. Talk about would y'all help me boycott Netflix? One thing she did learn from that is that her own people wasn't for her.
Right.
She won't make that mistake again because her own people wasn't for her. They wasn't trying to back her. That's one thing she got out of it.
Yes.
Which is really, really messed up on so many levels.
Yes. And why should she?
Most of the people,
why should she not fight for what belongs to her? For what's rightfully hers.
Okay.
If she had not fought for what? For the equal opportunity, I wouldn't have had much respect for.
Okay.
But the
and
fact
not only that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The fact that she could stand up and take the hits and the rocks being thrown at her from colleagues and the movie industry, that proves how strong she is. Because she could have bowed and bent and said, forget it. But she stood her ground. And that's the problem that a lot of people are having. It's the fact that they can't stand in the middle of the fight and the battle. The mic is yours.
That is so true. That is so true. And let me tell you something. She didn't sell out.
That's right.
She didn't sell out. Okay. That's why she was so quick. That's why they were so quick to blackball her, because she didn't sell out. And she stood up, like she said, Netflix was giving other people that didn't even have the credentials that she had, and they was
Right.
giving them a whole lot of money.
Yes.
So yeah, she was right to ask, why can't I get a piece of that pie? What's wrong with me?
That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute, what's going on here? What's wrong with me that I can't get the same thing, you know, that other people getting, and my credentials is better than theirs.
Right. Right. And she did nothing, no different than what Dr. King would have done, Rosa Parks would have done, and Malcolm X.
Okay.
This is what they were fighting for. Equality.
And even though we're still going through it, we have it. The fight is not over, nowhere near over.
That's
we're
right.
still going through it.
That's right.
But still, if we don't have people like Monique to stand for something,
they're gonna fall for anything.
That's right.
And that's the problem.
She's trying to make it better for people that's gonna come behind her.
Exactly.
That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to make it. She's trying to take the hits so that when people that come behind her, they won't have to. It won't, be as bad.
Right.
But if you got people that's just rolling over and not taking a stand, just rolling over and let people treat them any kind of way and just do anything to them, we will never fucking get nowhere in life.
Exactly.
Nothing will ever change.
We're dealing with division now in this world, where we can't even get together without fighting against one another.
Yeah.
Brothers against brothers and sisters against sisters. What are we fighting about when we should be fighting against the op? Why are we turning on each other? It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. No, it don't.
Go ahead.
It's the self-hate for me.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. It's a lot of self-hate going on in our community. And a lot of people don't want to own up to it. They don't want to accept it. They trying to overlook it. But the things that you spew out into the community and stuff shows what's going on. When you can't sit down and get along with somebody who looks just like you, and what I mean by looks just like you, the same color as you can't sit down and have a good conversation with them. You can't have good times with them or nothing. That's self-hating. When you can't sit, when you can't sit with someone who looks just like you, and you can't sit and have a nice time with them or good conversation or something, or do business.
Come on now, tell it.
Do business with them or something. That's self-hate all day long.
Yes.
And for some reason, some people don't want to acknowledge it. And the same way we deal with racism, we dealing with self-hate too.
Come on. So true.
And we are never going to get rid of it if people don't start acknowledging it for what it is.
That's it.
I listened to some. I ran across some rhetoric on here. I use rhetoric a lot, y'all, because I'm trying not to cuss so much. Because usually I hear a lot of bullshit on here. But I'm trying to keep it cute. But I hear a lot of rhetoric on here where, the men, the black men is going after the black women. The black women is going after the black men. I said, what in the hell is this?
Right.
I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I have to be honest. When I was coming up, I did not see that. I did not see the men going after the women. I didn't see the women going after the men.
That's right.
I didn't see that when I was coming up.
That is so true.
I don't know. Maybe it was the group of people that I was around, the people that I dealt with. Maybe they was just, they just didn't get down like that. Right. But I didn't see that when I was coming up.
I agree.
But now you see it. Now they got social media, and that's all you see. Like that's all that you can find. As many things is going on out here. That's all you can find to talk about is
Hmm.
bashing the black woman or bashing the black man.
Come on.
And a lot of things. Some of these things are done for a come up.
Yes.
Because they don't talk about nobody else like that. They just, it's just all about their own. They don't talk about the ops like that.
That's right.
They just talk about their own.
Yeah.
And like I say, we got some things in our community that we need to talk about.
Absolutely.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But it's a way to talk about them. You don't talk about them when you try to dug your own people out.
Right.
You don't talk about it as if you're trying to bash your own people and make them feel less than what they already feeling.
Right.
That's not what you do. That's not how you do it.
That's right.
So we definitely got to get out of that. I just don't understand it. Like I said, always remember when a person that look like you can't find it in their heart to just be nice to you and be cordial to you.
Right.
That's self-hate going on.
Absolutely.
That's self-hate going on. When somebody who looks just like you can't be nice to you and cordial, or just say, "Good morning, how are you feeling?"
Come on.
That's self-hate all day long.
Yes.
When they got up this morning, that self-hate was sitting on their shoulders. Some people get up and they got so much self-hate in them, they can't wait to get outside or get somewhere and put that on somebody else. They can't wait. We got to do better.
So true.
We have to do better. That's all I can say is that we have to do better.
That's right.
But let me tell you something. Being authentic, it's just a good feeling when you could just be you. You know what I mean? Just being
That's
yourself.
Right. That's right.
Not putting on no mask, not holding back and stuff like that. You just being
That's right.
you. It's just a good feeling. It feels right. It just feels good. It really do.
Yes.
And I'm not calling myself bragging. I'm just letting you know that it's a good feeling. So, if you ever decide that you want to, change things for yourself and learn how to be authentic and just be yourself. Because let me tell you something about that. At the end of the day, people gonna talk about you. I don't give a fuck what you do and how you do it. Somebody got something to say.
Yes.
You might as well be yourself because
Come on.
if you're not being yourself, they got something to say about it. They gonna talk about you. You might as well be yourself and let them talk.
Right.
Let them talk if they want to talk. I don't worry about what somebody
because they
got
talking
to say
about you. It's gotta be somebody else.
Right. They still talking about you because they sitting up there. That's just like Eagle said, talking about how you trying to be somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
People are already talking. You might as well be who you really are.
That's right.
And like I say, if you don't like who you are, you can change it.
That's it.
You can change it. I hope that you know that. You can make changes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that at all. Making changes if you want to make changes. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
The problem comes in is when you keep running around with all these masks on, being
Trying to
different
figure out
people.
who you are.
Right. Because that's the thing too. Some people don't know who they are. And that's okay.
Absolutely.
That's okay. But it's, find out. Find out who you are. That's the important thing.
That's right.
Don't keep running around not knowing who you are. Face that thing head on and figure it out. So you can stop running and trying to figure out who you are.
Yes.
Eagle is doing this thing on his channel, okay? And it's called what is it? Discovery. What is it,
It's
Eagle?
called discovering your purpose through Rick Warner's book, The Purpose Driven Life.
And you can go on Amazon and get the book. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you was getting ready to say something. I thought you was finished, and you was getting ready to say something else.
Yeah, and it's a good book. It's eye opening for you, and it'll help you discover not only who you are, but it'll help you discover your purpose and destiny in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
Yeah. So y'all, Eagle Soaring High is his channel. Okay, if y'all don't know it, it's Eagle Soaring High, and go over and subscribe because every day he's been doing the book. And listen, it'll help you out. You're trying to find your purpose and stuff. It will help you out. Cause let me tell you something. I really didn't know my purpose. I started reading this book, and I'm trying to fix some things that's coming clear to me. I didn't really know my purpose. I just was doing different things. Just doing different things here, different things there, just different things. But I didn't know my purpose. Knowing your purpose helps you out a lot because it gives you that feeling of
Stability.
you belonging, huh?
Stability and you belonging.
Yeah, right. You belonging somewhere. It gives you that feeling of you belonging somewhere. Like you're in the right place. Once you figure out your purpose, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's right.
if y'all interested, try it out. Try it out. It's not a bad thing, so you can't go wrong with it. I just be, sometimes I get irritated. I ain't gonna say I get mad, but I do get a little irritated with some people because so many people just full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you be trying to do stuff to like help people out. You know what I mean?
That's
Because
right.
I know that everybody don't know certain things.
Right.
They just don't know for whatever the reason they don't know. And so I have put so much information on my channel on Facebook
Yes.
too. It's so much information on there because I want to see people be better people.
Yes.
I don't want my peoples to be struggling with their self, like, just struggling with everything about their self. Like
That's
some
right.
people done had traumas and stuff that done happened to them, and they haven't addressed it. They still running from it. Some things happen in their childhood, right? And they still running. They still running from it. They still in denial about it. See, when you don't address something head on, you're basically in denial.
Yes.
When you keep trying to just, basically ignore it or act like it doesn't exist, you're in denial about it.
That's right.
And it's best that you deal with it head on. Figure out the problems, what the problems is, and execute. I always say that because that's what I did. That's how I got to where I'm at in my life.
Right.
Because I figured out what the problems were and I executed.
Yes.
I figured out what I needed to do for each problem. And that's what you got to do. You got to address these things head on. You can't keep ignoring them. You can't keep ignoring them because it's not going to help you. All you're going to end up doing is putting more shit on top of the shit you already dealing with.
That's right.
That's all you're going to end up doing. It's not going to help you. Hey, Hero Fix TV, people take that pain secret to the grave with them. All of us got something we never told nobody. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, I done told everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything I haven't told. I got to think about that. I think I done told everything. I think I done told everything, brother. I don't think I have anything else. I got to think about that. But I don't think I have anything that I haven't told. Maybe about somebody else. Maybe somebody told me something about them and I haven't told it.
Right.
Because I hold on to other people's secrets. I don't tell it. If you don't tell it, I ain't going to tell it.
That's right.
But I don't think I got anything that I haven't told. I'm trying to think. I got to think about that. Let me think about that. But I know people do. I know. But my thing is that when you hold on to stuff like that, it causes pain. You turn around pain. Like you said, people take that pain secret to the grave with them. All of us got something we never told nobody. I'm gonna think about that because I gotta see if I'm gonna come up with something, brother. You gave me something to think about. I can't remember. I can't think of nothing right off the top. But I know people do have secrets, you know what I mean? But when you carry them around with you, that's like you say, it's painful.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to get that out. A lot of times people carry that stuff around with them and it destroys their life. It keeps them from being the person who they really want to be.
And it will put them in the grave.
Right. Right. That's
So
what he
they
just
need
said.
to get that
They'll
off
take it to their
of
grave
them.
with them. Yeah. That's right. And that's what we got to stop doing is holding on to pain.
That's
because
right.
some things people be thinking it's their fault and it don't even be their fault.
Yes.
But that's how some people think. Some people be thinking it's their fault because that's what they've been told.
Yes.
And that's how they've been treated as if it's their fault. But sometimes once they come out, once they open up about it, they find out later that it wasn't even their fault.
That's right.
They've been carrying around all this pain for so long and it's not even their fault.
That's right.
Just like when people get violated at a very young age, right?
Yes.
And a lot of times when they finally go and talk to somebody about it, they find out that it wasn't their fault, but the people around them has made them think and feel like it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people cover up for people who do that in the family.
Yes.
You got some people that will cover up for the people that who has done that. You know what I mean?
That's right. And they're never held accountable. But the victim is being held accountable for the guilt and shame she feels or he feels but then they're carrying on the accountability of the perp that did it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we need to get that off.
That is so true. Yeah. They do. They do. The victim end up being drugged through the mud. And the
Yes.
person that did it walks around like he ain't did shit.
Yes.
Like he ain't did nothing. But the victim walking around with her head down,
Mm-hmm.
just
and being
crazy.
victimized twice.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the sad thing. It's bad enough they've been violated. But now nobody believes them.
Mm-hmm.
And now y'all dropping all his ish onto the victim. And now they're being victimized a second time.
Mm-hmm.
When does that stop?
Right. That's why it's important that you come out and tell.
Yes.
That's why it's important that you come out and tell, because the person that did it sometimes end up walking around here with his head up in the air like he did nothing.
Choosing his next victim.
Right. No, some of the time, I ain't gonna say most of it, some of the time, he done already victimized other people.
Yes.
It just ain't came out. It just ain't came out yet. But some of the time, the person that victimized that person done already victimized other people.
Exactly.
But they keeping it hush, hush. The family keeps it hush, hush. And what they do is they make the victims feel like it was their fault.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they make them feel like ain't nobody gonna believe you. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Say she say she walk around with shorts on, maybe some tight shorts on and a tank top or a halter top or whatever,
Right.
and you got some of them that'll say the way you dressing, the way you look, you think somebody gonna believe somebody did something to you? Yeah, some of the family members do that. They do make the victims feel like they should be ashamed.
Right.
And like I said, I don't care how somebody dress. It doesn't give you the right to violate them.
That's right.
It doesn't give you the right to violate them. I don't give a fuck how they dress.
That's right.
It doesn't give you the right to violate them. Period. Cause like I said, some of these young girls that be dressing like that, it's something going on at home. It's something off at home.
Right.
So when they come out as a man, stay in your lane. You have no right to go at, that young girl because she's dressed a certain kind of way.
That's right.
But you got some men that will take advantage of that.
Yes.
Because when you see these young girls out here and they dressing like that, a lot of times, if you just think for a minute, it'll let you know that something at home ain't right.
That's true.
Something in her life is not right for her to be so young and yet she's out here with her, her tube top on and her booty shorts,
Right.
And she's only 14, 15 years old. That lets
right.
you know right there something's not right at home. Something's going on that's not quite right. But you know what? Sad as it is, you got some men that play on that. They know that them young girls be that something ain't right at home for them young girls. And some of them play on that.
They do. They prey on it.
Some of them play on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a sad situation.
Yes, it is.
How is it that
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
be that attracted to a 12 a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old child when there's so many prostitutes out here for you to get it?
Hmm.
It don't make sense.
Mm-mm.
We've got to stop this.
You
We've got to
don't.
learn as men, not all of us, but some of us got to learn how to get control of that. But I
Mm-hmm.
found out that some of us don't want to control that part of us.
Oh.
And because we don't want to
Oh.
control it, we will snatch up and get anything we can without the thought of consequences and repercussions. But it's not
Oh.
until we get caught up and our asses end up behind bars, then now we thinking about it when we got to be somebody's girlfriend in there.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
they don't take it lightly. There are a few things that prisoners do not take lightly with. As senior citizens, they mothers, they sisters and daughters, they female relatives, they don't play about that. And children. They will beat your behind from one cell to the next and then toss you around like a rag doll and have their way with it.
Hmm. That's right. That's right, Eagle. That's right. That's facts right there.
Oh yeah.
Brother say that's facts, Eagle Soaring. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And some of them, listen, some of them deserve it. You deserve it to me. If you don't know how to
Absolutely.
control yourself and not touch a child, I don't care how she dressed. I don't care how she dressed. And I mean that. I don't care if somebody feel like I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. I stand on what I'm saying. If you
Right.
can't control yourself as a man from a child, you got the problem. Not the
Exactly.
child. You got the problem. So
Exactly.
you shouldn't want to take advantage of no young girl just because she
That's right.
got big tits and a big ass.
Hmm.
You want to take advantage of it. That ain't right. That's not right.
But then I think also
And
that
then
it is the fact that they can control and manipulate them a little easier than they can a full-grown woman.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why some of them do it. Because they can manipulate them, scare them and stuff. And have them doing things that they can't make, a full-grown woman do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why they do it. Don't make no sense.
It don't.
Like I said, like the video, the reaction we was doing earlier, and the guy said that on there, talking about you gonna get mad because we looking and stuff, but you let your daughter come out the house like that, but now you want to get mad because we looking. Make it make sense.
Right.
Like I said, if you're a man and she's a child, you need to have control over yourself.
That's
Stop
right.
looking at her like she's a piece of ass and tits.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where the problem come in at. Is that some of you look at these young girls as a piece of ass and some tits. Yeah. You don't look at her as anything else. And that's why you can't see the little girl in her.
Yes.
You don't want to see nothing else. You don't want to see anything else. You want to see just what you want to see. Ass and tits.
That's
and
it.
To you, she look grown to me. She look grown to me. Let me get her. Let me see what I like. Hey, she look grown to me. Yeah. That's how some of y'all think. And then, like I say, when the goons come and get you, it's a different party. It's a different thing then. When the motherfucking goons come and get you about messing with that girl, that little girl,
that's right.
then, they ain't gonna be trying to hear that. They ain't gonna be trying to hear that. She came out the house dressed like this or like that. Yeah. But you are a grown ass man. And you should be able to control yourself from messing with little girls. You shouldn't even have a thrive for no little girl.
Come on.
You should, you know what I mean? That's just the way I feel.
Right.
This is my opinion. Everybody, I know everybody ain't not going to agree with it, but this just is how I feel. You shouldn't even have no thing for no little girl.
That's right.
I don't have a thing for young guys. For young boys.
Right. I know that's right. You don't want to be a sugar mama.
No. 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 Hold up. Go ahead, Eagle. Take this for a second.
Yes, I agree. And it's just sad that we as men cannot have self-control. Of course, we have eyes and we're going to look. But when we discover that we're dealing with a young child, a teenager, a young adult, we need to bag the hell up. We need to bag up. If you're going to look at something, look at her mama. Don't look at the child. Lust have crept into the hearts of some men that just don't care. Some men act like they don't have nieces or daughters. How would you like it if a full-grown man approached your niece, your 15-year-old niece, your 17-year-old niece? How would you feel? Don't do unto somebody else's child that you wouldn't want done unto yours. There's no way that a 15-year-old ought to be exciting. I don't care how filled out she is. I don't care how her garments look. When you recognize that, you need to bow your head and repent and move on from that. Unless you just got some pedophile in you, then if that's what you got locked up on the inside of you, then you need to go and get yourself some help. There's no way. There is too many women out here walking around on this earth dressed just like these 15-year-olds. Not that I'm saying that it's right, but at least find somebody that's got a 2-digit, got more than a 1 and a 5 in front of their names. Catch you somebody that's got a 2 or 0 in their life, a 3 or 0 or up. We don't understand the damage and the trauma that we can cause a young woman. And I understand that they feel like they are grown and all, they ain't listening to nobody. But you're an adult. You're a full grown man. And if you go after or grab a hold of something that's younger than you, then something is seriously wrong. We are supposed to be a father figure, an uncle figure, a brother figure, a male figure that don't go down that path. But it's not until we recognize that's where the self-love comes in at. That's where the self-examination come in at. That's where you looking in the mirror and discovering who you are. Discover the real you, not the one that you're pretending to be, but the real you. We got to stop preying on these young, vulnerable girls and boys. Let me put that out there because some like both boys and girls. We need to stop that. We really do. We need to stop it. Hero Fix TV says, I got 5 stepdaughters I raised with my wife. I never looked at their asses. No way. You're right. That's sick. It is sickening. Who does that? Not somebody that's mentally stable and in his right mind. It's someone that's cheese that's done slipped off their cracker. Besides, again, what is so attractive? What makes that young child attractive to you? What is it? What is it about her that makes you attractive? I don't care if she came out of a house either butt naked and walked up down the street to the store and came back, or put on a potato sack and walked down the street. It's no it's no reason not right for you as a man out there to gravitate to her. Does it make sense? And if you gravitate to a 15, 16, 17-year old or even lower, if you gravitate to someone like that, then something is seriously wrong. You need to get yourself some help. And that would mean that you wouldn't be left with no female child. I would call you out so quick. Generation X Media says, unfortunate. This is something that was normal for years. I remember watching 25-year-old men pick up their 16-year-old girlfriend from high school. Nobody said nothing. That it, Lord, take the wheel, Jesus. And that is true. I agree with you that that's a true statement. And that's sad that nobody said nothing about a 25-year-old man picking up a 16-year-old girl, his 16-year-old girlfriend. Where was the parents? Which then makes me wonder, did he ever go and step foot on this young woman's property? Did her father or her mother see him? What is it that we need to do as men Not all men, but some. What is it that we need to do to get that under control? Number one, stand in your truth. Number two, realize where you are in life and your position in life. Three, go get you some help. Of course, most people are not going to run to go get them no help because they're in denial and they like the way their life is. But it's so sad that this goes on and no one finds it to be strange or wrong. How do we do this? How do we live our lives being attracted to something, someone whose mind has not fully developed or the maturity level has not fully been established? We cannot go around breaking and damaging our young people. We can't. It's wrong. It's sickening. It's disgusting. And you need to get some help before you end up locked up behind bars. Come on, Miss Lisa, the mic is yours.
Or dead.
Or dead, yes.
Or dead, yes. Because some people will put a hot one in your ass.
Quick and a hurry.
That child. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey Tony. Hey, I got 5 stepdaughters. I raised with my wife. I never looked at their ass. No way. You right. That's it. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, brother. You should you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's certain things you just don't do. You know?
Exactly.
That shit about letting men in your house and the man supposed to be with the mother, but he end up messing with the daughter or trying to get at the daughter, man. That shit is not right at all.
Yeah.
At all. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it. Tony say, unfortunately, this is something that was normal for years. I remember watching 25-year-old men pick up their 16-year-old girlfriend from high school. Nobody said anything. That's crazy. When I was coming up, I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, okay.
That is disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. My daughter said, yeah, it was girls in her school that used to talk about having older men and stuff. You know?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Lord, take the wheel.
Take
the wheel, Jesus.
Like I said, when I was going to school, I never heard the girls talking about having older men. Now, if they did, I never heard them say anything about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I am 48 years old. I cannot see myself with no 14, 15, 16-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s and up, well, you fully a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
But give these young people's bodies a chance to finish developing and forming and conforming to their body.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't be ready.
No, they don't.
Their mind not ready. Their body not ready. They don't be ready.
Right.
And some of these men will take these young girls and use them up.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And that's
use
it.
them up.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call a pedophile.
I'm gonna talk about the right. We're gonna talk about the pastor who married the 18-year-old.
Yes.
Did y'all hear about that?
Yes.
I don't know if y'all heard about that or not. We're gonna talk about that. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get everything together. The whole, everything that was said or whatever about it. But we definitely gonna talk about that.
Right. But this isn't the first pastor that married an 18-year-old girl.
Yeah, but somebody else that did it too, right?
Exactly. In fact, this was his stepdaughter or goddaughter.
Oh, really?
That he married. Yes. Yes.
Mm.
I was totally appalled. I said, well.
Let me ask y'all about that. Do y'all think that's okay? She's 18, he's 40 something. Do y'all think that's okay?
I believe that she's a young woman. And she needs the chance to be able to go out, discover who she is,
Mm-hmm.
and find someone in her age range to date.
I just feel like when they're young like that and they dealing with these old men, I just feel like it's just not going to work out. Because for one, they don't really have nothing in common.
Exactly.
They're not compatible. Exactly. Unless he just there to take care of her for his money. But other than that, I don't think they're compatible. What y'all think?
What does an 18-year-old have in common with somebody that's in their 50s?
That's what I'm saying. They're not compatible at all.
That you found him so attractive that you went skipping down out with him. Most young women that I know, they find that the grossest thing to be with an older man. But
we're gonna dig into that story though, because I definitely want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's
we're gonna dig into it. Yes, it is. We're gonna dig into that story because I definitely want to talk about it.
Right. Does Generation
I don't have
X?
Huh?
Does Generation X Media has a channel, right?
I think so. Yeah. Tony got a channel. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to add him to my list so I can shout him out.
Yeah, he got a channel. Mm-hmm.
Him and Hero Fix TV. I'm gonna have to shout them out tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, they got channels.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I said we're gonna get the information we need together, because we're gonna do a reaction to that video.
Right.
To that little situation.
Yes, situation. Yeah.
It ain't a situation. It's a situation.
It's a situation. Yes.
Yes. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. We gotta talk about it. But we're gonna figure it out.
Okay, Generation X Media says He says, my personal opinion, I wouldn't date anyone the same age or younger than my kids. But again, this is something that has been going on for over 100 years, unfortunately.
Well, I don't really agree with it. I don't agree with it.
Right.
I'm sorry. I just don't.
I don't think he
I feel
agrees
like,
with it.
but I feel like I didn't see a lot of it. I know it happens, but it wasn't a part of my world. You know what I mean? I didn't see young girls hooking up with the older men. Like I said, if they did, they was hiding it. They might have been hiding it.
Right.
But I didn't see a lot of that. I just feel like when it comes to little girls, men should have control of themselves.
I agree.
You know? Now, just because, say for instance, a girl, she's 16, okay? 15, 16 years old. She come off on you. She's trying, she's getting fresh with you and everything like that. Are you really gonna, give in to her because she got a big ass and big tits?
I would actually pull her over to the side in private and have a conversation with her. And let her know, as flattered as I am, nothing could happen between us. Because most likely I'm probably old enough to be your brother or your father.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't. I can't. I'd probably
I
get
just be
sick in my
wondering.
mouth.
What you say? You probably be throwing up.
Yeah. If I have a daughter that age, and I'm on top of a girl that's my daughter's, the devil is a lie. Not today, Satan.
Yeah, I feel like men should have some type of control, even if that little girl don't.
Exactly.
You a man, and you should.
Yeah.
Even with a woman, if you want to flip it and say, if it's a little boy, like a 16-year-old little boy, a woman shouldn't be messing with that 16-year-old little boy. She should have sense enough to control herself.
Right.
Either way, I don't, you know what I mean? That's just the way I feel about it.
Right.
Because you can't expect for a child to make the right decision.
Exactly.
Let's start there for one.
That is so true.
You can't expect for a child to make the right decision. So what you gonna do? Take chances, and you end up getting locked up or something?
Right.
Or somebody come trying to kill you when they find out you was with their child, messing with their daughter or something? Like, really? But you got some people out here that'll take a chance like that.
Yeah. It's not a chance I'm willing to take. The hell with that. I will put. Don't you say that, Antoine. Don't you say that. But Generation X media, he is absolutely correct. Because I have seen a lot of Lifetime movies based on true story with incidents like that. He's right.
Oh yeah. Now I have seen stuff like that. Yes, I have. But I didn't see none of that like in real life, right?
Right.
When I was growing up, I didn't see a lot of that going on.
Lord. I chop
I'm
them
just
off
saying, I
before I
just
have to
feel
deal
like
with that. I'm sorry, that wasn't supposed to come out. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. I'm sorry to your audience. I really am.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I just don't. It's just a lot of shit that going on. I don't agree with. I don't think it's right.
Yes.
I just don't. You know.
I agree.
But some people don't look at it like that. Some people blame the children.
Yeah.
When the young girls come out with their ass and tits hanging out, some people blame the kids. You know.
They do.
I don't look at it like that. I look at it as though, where's the mom and dad?
Right.
Where's your mom and dad at? You know what I mean?
That would be my first question.
Those are the ones that you need to be calling out, the mother and the father.
Yes.
You know? They the ones that need to be called out.
Yes.
And figure out what's going on. Why is this young girl out here walking around with her tits and ass hanging out?
Right.
But then you got some people that feel like it's the mother's fault. Some people don't say nothing about the father, they say it's the mother's fault.
Right. And that's not true. It's both father and mother. If they are aware of it. Because these sneaky ones will go out to the malls with their friends, buy these little short little things, and let their friends take it home with them. And then when they go out with them, they switch clothes.
Well, yeah.
They smart enough not to take it home because they know if mama and them see it, they gonna dump it.
I just feel as though some of these parents need to be paying more attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, like I said, you got some parents that don't care. They just don't care.
That's right.
And that's why we got the young girls doing what they doing, because a lot of parents don't care.
Yes.
The mother is there, but she's not there. The father comes around when he feel like coming around, you know.
Right.
Or sometimes the father is there, and you
still
still got some crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said he's there and still an absentee father. Because you're there, but you're not there.
Right.
So it's like
you got the mothers that do it, the fathers do it too.
Yeah.
It just trips me out how some people that talk about these type of things, they want to blame the mother.
Right. And that's not fair.
They don't say nothing about the father. It's just they blame the mother.
Right.
In my case, my opinion, I blame the mother and the father.
Exactly.
I feel like they both out of pocket. I sure do. Because both of them should be, tuned in.
That's right.
Both of them should be tuned in to what's going on.
For sure.
When you lose control of your mother, of your household, that's a problem.
Yes. You are definitely in trouble.
That's a whole problem in a nutshell. When you lose control of your household.
That's right.
That's a big problem. And a lot of people do lose control of their household.
That's right.
They do. So we just wanted to touch on that, y'all. We just came back on here. We was talking about some things, and I said, that's a, I told Eagle what I was thinking about. So we just came on here. We supposed to have been gone. It's been an hour and 31 minutes. We supposed to have been gone.
I was about to hit you up in the private chat.
Right. Thank you all for stopping through and being a part of the conversation. We appreciate you.
Generation X
media
status. In most states, the law is not even on the side of what's right. Most states' legal age of consent is 16, 18. Get out of here. What the hell is going on in America?
Okay, you know what? Because some what you call it? Oh man, it was right on the tip of my tongue. Sometimes pedo, I'm gonna call it pedo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of times I feel like that's they try to make that okay.
Right.
When you messing with when a man is messing with a child, it's okay. They try to they like he said, 16, consent is 16, not 18.
Yeah.
And like I said, pedo is they try to make it legal, rather.
Right.
I seen a video about that. Where they was talking about it being okay to be a grown man being with a child, or vice versa. I seen a video about that.
Right.
And
now
that's
that I
fact.
think about it, I remember something about that.
Mm-hmm. That's facts right there. They do be trying to, well, like you say, some places it's legal. It's okay. So that means if they say 16 is consent, that means if she looks 16, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. She could be 12, 13, but if she looks 16, it's okay.
Lord, take the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty much what that's saying.
Wow.
If she looked the age, it's okay. It's all right. Everything's good. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of it is looked at. A lot of it is looked at like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people don't look at it like that. Some people don't look at it as though children should be off limits.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that agree with that.
Clearly.
Now I do know that. I do know that much.
That is nowhere cool. That is in no way cool. If I had a 16-year-old daughter, I will be in jail. I would be in jail.
That's facts though. What he's saying. And
Yeah.
like I said, you probably could be younger than that. If you look 16, then you good to go. It's all right. Everything is good.
No, Jesus.
Because I definitely seen a video about that.
Right.
Where they trying to make it, like it's okay to be with children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Terrible, but that's what they doing.
It is. It is really terrible.
But I must say this, and we're gonna wrap it up. Even if they are trying to push that narrative, men, y'all know better. Y'all know better.
Yeah, come on.
Y'all know better. Women, y'all know better. Y'all know better. Y'all know better. Yes. I don't care what narrative they trying to push. Y'all know better.
That's right.
Just because they trying to make it be right, don't mean you got to go along with it.
Come on.
Because y'all know better. Women, y'all know better than to be with young boys. And men, y'all know better than to be with young girls.
That's right.
Simple as that. Right. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Come on now.
And when you know better, you do better.
That's right.
And we know better.
Yes.
We know better. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
Yeah, because we done went past the time. We always say we're going to be on here about 45 minutes to an hour. We always go over. Always go over. Always go over. Did I tell y'all about they went and took a video off my channel from last year? I was like, what are they talking about? They went back from last year and took a video off my channel. I was done. I said, no, they didn't.
I know that's right.
I don't know what that was about. A whole year ago. Matter of fact, it was over a year, really.
Yes.
And they went and took a video off my channel. I didn't understand. I still don't understand that. They waited a whole year to take a video off my channel. That's crazy. That is so crazy. But the channel is doing pretty good. I'm proud of that. It's doing pretty good. I didn't even know they had did it until me and Eagle was on here. I hadn't looked at the analytics in so long. And I went and looked at them, and Eagle singing the warning. And he said, what did they done did? What they done did on your channel? So we looking, and they had took a video, they say from March the 8th of last year. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I didn't understand that. But it's doing, my channel is doing pretty good, y'all. I hadn't even been looking and checking. I really haven't. I just been doing the damn thing, doing my videos and going on about my business. But I was shocked. I got damn. How many was it, Eagle?
30. Was it 30,000?
Yeah, views. And I forgot the watch time. What they say the watch time minutes was. They get damn, I hate that. When I be trying to think of something and it don't all come out together, or my mind just seems like it go blank or something. I don't know what be going on sometimes. The channel, 30,000 views and 5,000 watch time. And I was shocked. I was like, I was like, really? Because like I said, I hadn't looked at the analytics in so long. I just been doing the videos and going on about my business, you know.
That's right.
And me and Eagle was sitting here one night, and I said, no, I think I had seen it. And then I showed it to Eagle. Me and him was sitting here, and I said, I was shocked about this. Right. And that's when I noticed that they had went back a year ago and took a daggone what's the name?
Video down.
Yeah. I still don't know what video it was. I ain't gonna lie to y'all because it didn't say. It didn't say what video it was. It just said when they took it down, you know.
Right.
I said, okay, whatever. Right. But I was really shocked. I was shocked at the numbers and stuff. I was like, all right now.
Yeah.
Because you know how you be doing your thing and you don't really be, I know I wasn't really caught up into the analytics like that, you know. I was just doing my channel. I just like doing what I was doing. And I was just doing the channel. And then all of a sudden, they ended up putting that in the when I did go to the studio, it was up there, new achievements. 30,000 views, 5,000 watch minutes. I was really surprised. I was like, oh, sure. Go ahead, Big Lisa.
I know that's right. Encourage yourself.
I was proud. I pat myself on the back, though. I gave myself a little pat on the back, you know. Because you be wondering sometimes, when you be giving out information, right? And you be trying to educate people on different things. You be talking about different things to educate people on it, right? Sometimes you do wonder, you know, who's listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't be like into it like that, like investing into it, like, you know, who's listening? I just wonder who's listening. Is anybody listening? But every now and then, I used to say, well, I wonder how many people listens, right? Because we do know that all our subscribers don't always subscribe. Some people will come and listen to you, but not subscribe.
That's right.
You know? That's right. And so sometimes I would sit back and say, well, I wonder how many people is actually listening. So when I seen that, I was like, well, damn. I said, that's good. That's pretty decent, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then I had a few people that came through and they was like, I love your channel. I love your channel. But I always try to talk about something that's got some substance to it. That's going to, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to teach somebody something. You're going to get something out of it. Put it like that. You know, that's what I like to do. I like to make sure that any videos that I do make, I like to make them and make sure that people getting something out of it. You know, besides me up here talking about somebody or bashing somebody, you know, we got enough of that going on. You know, we don't need no more help with that. We got enough of that going on that'll last us a lifetime. Okay.
For sure.
So I don't be into that. I try to just give people something that they can, you know, get something out of it. You know?
That's it.
So, but anywho, we going. Love you guys.
Yeah.
I always remind people to repent and pray. It's a lot going on in the world. So I always remind everybody, whatever you believe in, get close to it. Build a relationship with it, repent and pray, because it's just a lot going on out here.
That's right.
I appreciate each and every one of you. Right. Please hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel, share the video. It may not help you, it may help somebody else, you know. But I appreciate y'all. And Lord's willing, I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Peace. And so
train.
I'm so silly.